everyone, namaste. Good evening, everyone. Welcome this evening. Welcome to all. Namaste to each of you. Welcome. Taking our time again this evening for our evening meditation. And tonight, so beautiful, today is, or was, the birthday of Nisargadatta Maharaj. Nisargadatta Maharaj was and continues to be, even in having left his body, an enlightened master, truly, of non-duality, of clear seeing. Let's not even give a label to it. But in his clarity, in his sight, he brought so much awakening to this planet and to so many beings. So deep gratitude as this lineage of self-inquiry and of non-duality has been a potent part of my own inner recognition. And I'm feeling deeply, deeply grateful for all the ways in which, even as he's left the body, he continues to resound. The truth of his offerings continue to resound here. Yeah, our beloved master, Nisargadatta Maharaj. So it's his Jayanti, his birthday, today, the day in which he came into form, and just deeply, deeply grateful for his presence, for the time that he spent on this planet, and for his continuity in words. And so there's a beautiful text called I Am That, which is questions and answerings from Nisargadatta Maharaj. And I went to my bookshelf to get it, and it seems like many of my books, someone has borrowed it and it went walking. So if that's you, maybe you could drop it in front of my doorstep. There are so many, over the years, so many books that have been so dear and precious in the gift of truth, and because of that they've been shared with others, but they've also disappeared. So someone asked me just 2 days ago, they said, Tiffany, you haven't been asking, or there hasn't been any post for where we can offer donations. So actually just in this moment I'm inspired to say, if anyone would like to donate books, especially books of the great masters, then this is always well received, because I can share those with others as well. So Nisargadatta Maharaj, we really bow in gratitude. And really, because of the pointings of these great beings, Nisargadatta, and also Ramana Maharishi Bhagavan, Papaji, Mujiji presently, I feel so deeply grateful to be here with all of you, and to have had any little touch of the grace of their pointings in this life, and for us to share together in this potent way. Good evening, everyone. Seeing various individuals hopping on. Namaste, all. Hi, everyone. And so this evening I would like to read to you, even though I don't have the book, I'll read to you some of the offerings of Nisargadatta before we come to sit into silence together. Let me just grab my bowl. Also, it's so funny, the questions and comments I get from some of you are so beautiful. I'm just inspired each and every day to hear the way in which these times of whether it's been Ayurveda, or some of you have been consistently coming to the meditation or the Vichara Yoga Sadhana in these mornings, just to hear from various people around the world how this has been impactful for you. And it's so deeply touching, because really this is not me. I feel really blessed to have received these things in my own life, and so I simply share them out of request. But I also get some other funny questions, like the one I was just sharing about donations, but also about the bowl, because some people were asking, wow, I love the sound of the bowl, it's so beautiful. So I have a few of these bowls, and this is one of my absolute favorites, which is a bowl made handmade, hand-hammered, from 5 different types of metal from northern India, from the Himalayas. And so the sound of this bowl and the constancy of using it each and every day, and having used it in many, many different retreats and programs with hundreds of beings, and I feel that the emptiness holds all of us in it, and so this is the bowl. Someone was asking that today. Hello to everyone. So let's prepare ourselves to come into our sit, and we'll guide ourselves in our resting as presence, resting in the recognition of self this evening through the guidance, the pointings of some of these offerings of Nisargadatta Maharaj. So I'll read to you from him, and we'll simply allow the power of this master's words to bring us into recognition of what's already here, not to lead us anywhere, in fact. It's more like turning around to see what already is. So let's receive some of these. So I would welcome you to already find a comfortable position. Come to be seated in any way that's comfortable for you, even up onto a chair, but where you can be stable and still and comfy, where the spine can also be long. So get yourself settled there. And then you might even come to close the eyes as you receive the inspiration of these pointings. He offers. Absolute perfection is here and now. Not in some future, not near or far. The secret is here, now. It's your behavior, your identification to that behavior that blinds you to your very own self. Disregard whatever you think yourself to be, and take the attitude that you are absolutely perfect. Stay in that perfection. Absolute perfection is here and now. As you watch your mind, you discover yourself as the watcher. When you stand motionless, only watching, you discover yourself as the light behind the watcher, the source of light. Unknown, and yet the source of knowledge. That source alone is. Go back to that source and abide there. Go back to that source and abide there. It, you, has nothing to do with effort. Just turn away, look between the thoughts rather than at the thoughts. When you happen to walk in a crowd, you don't fight every man you meet. You just find your way in between. When you fight, you invite a fight. But when you do not resist, you meet no resistance. When you refuse to play the game, you are out of it completely. Just turn away, look between the thoughts rather than at them. And a couple more. You have put so much energy into building a person prison for yourself. Now, spend as much time on demolishing it. In fact, demolition is easy, for the false dissolves exactly when it's seen. If you want to know your true nature, you must have yourself in mind all the time until the secret of your being is all that stands revealed. All you need is already within you as you. Only you need to approach yourself with reverence and love. With reverence and love. And he offers. Love tells me I am everything. Wisdom tells me I am nothing. And in between, my life flows. We receive the gift and the offering of Nisargadatta Maharaj's pointings, and let's settle into the abiding, into this recognition. And as he offers, the demolition is easy, for in fact, the false dissolves in the moment that it's seen. Let's come to sit together. Allow the body to take comfort and the eyes to close. Allow a softness to enter into the entirety of the body and the face. Notice if you're gripping in jaw or in the shoulders. Let it all soften. And then, as is offered, don't attempt to fight, thus welcoming a fight, or to resist, thus welcoming resistance. Instead, be more attentive to the space between the thoughts, the source of all, and the activity itself. Let the anchored attention be on the attention itself, resting as you are. Even as we hear the sound of the bell, let it be heard from the source. Let it be heard resounding in the everythingness and the nothingness, the fullness and the emptiness. In the nowness of here. Let the sound not be heard by the ears, but the entirety of beingness. Call to be at home everywhere and nowhere. A great timelessness in the presence of now. And then very gently allowing movement to begin to occur and coming to open the eyes. And yet there's no difference, no change. The seatedness as yourself, your very own self, this moment, can never be shifted. This great abiding. Even as we might move into the rest of our day or into our evening, the witnessing self, the source of all, watches, even as the phenomenal might be engaged with, as we might talk or move or thoughts may occur, they all occur in the temporal, in the screen, in front of that constant oceanic field of boundlessness, of silent presence, untouched and always at peace. There's a great respite in knowing that. We conclude our time together for this evening, and we'll meet again on Monday morning at 7, and I have an announcement for everyone, which I will also put up publicly, but Monday evenings there will no longer be this sit because I'm offering an online program for women for the next 5 weeks, Monday evenings, so it conflicts. So that won't happen, the 8 p.m. sits on Monday evenings. But otherwise we'll meet each other for all the other same times. So the next time is Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a beautiful evening or day wherever you are. Namaste to each of you. And great reverence, celebration, gratitude for this Jayanti, the birthday of Nisargadatta Maharaj. We bow in deep thankfulness for all that he brought to each one of us and continues to bring in his pointings. Okay, have a beautiful weekend, everyone, wherever you are. Namaste.